Something fundamental has shifted, and this time it's not speculation, it's structure. The war in Ukraine is no longer just about territory, trenches, or slow grinding advances. What we are witnessing now is the emergence of a new operational reality, one that NATO planners quietly feared but hoped would arrive much later. Russia's upgraded Kh-47M2 Kinzhal hypersonic missile is no longer behaving like the weapon Western intelligence thought it understood. Recent battlefield indicators suggest a dramatic leap in capability. Not incremental, not cosmetic, a leap. The Kinzhal, already one of the fastest and most difficult to intercept missiles ever deployed, is now showing signs of an operational reach approaching 3,000 kilometers. If this capability is fully validated, it doesn't just extend Russia's strike range, it collapses Europe's strategic depth. This is not simply about hitting targets farther away, it's about erasing the concept of rear areas altogether. For years, NATO planning relied on distance as a form of protection. Bases, logistics hubs, command centers, and airfields were positioned under the assumption that geography provided reaction time. That assumption is now breaking down. With an extended-range Kinzhal, Russian aircraft can launch from deep inside protected airspace, far beyond the many defensive systems, and still strike with hypersonic speed. No border crossings, no warning buildup, no escalation ladder, just launch and impact. What makes this moment particularly unsettling is that Ukraine has effectively become a live operational laboratory. These are not controlled test launches under ideal conditions. These are real combat deployments in a dense electronic warfare environment, against layered air defenses, under constant surveillance. Every launch teaches something. Every interception attempt reveals weaknesses. Every successful strike refines doctrine. Russia is not just deploying weapons, it is learning at wartime speed. Western hypersonic programs, by contrast, remain largely confined to testing phases, simulations, and limited prototypes. Russia is doing something far more dangerous, integrating hypersonic weapons into everyday operational planning. That difference matters. The original Kinzhal already posed a severe challenge, flying at speeds exceeding Mach 10 and capable of aggressive maneuvering. It was designed specifically to defeat air defenses like Patriot and Aegis. But range was considered its main limitation. Now that limitation appears to be fading. Analysts point to several likely upgrades. Improved propulsion efficiency allows longer hypersonic flight without sacrificing maneuverability. Optimized fuel burn profiles extend glide phases. Updated guidance systems improve accuracy over extreme distances. Launch platforms have also adapted, operating at higher altitudes and speeds to maximize initial energy. The result is a weapon that doesn't just outrun defenses, it outruns decision-making. This is where NATO's real concern lies. Hypersonic warfare is not primarily about destruction, it's about tempo dominance, the ability to compress the enemy's decision cycle until response becomes impossible. Detection, confirmation, authorization, interception, all of these steps require time. Hypersonic missiles are designed to deny it. By the time a launch is detected, the missile may be already minutes or seconds from impact. Defensive systems are forced into reactive chaos rather than coordinated response. Human decision makers are sidelined by physics. That is why NATO is alarmed. A 3,000-kilometer hypersonic strike capability doesn't just threaten Ukraine, it threatens the logic of collective defense itself. It forces uncomfortable questions about readiness, survivability, and escalation control. Because when reaction time disappears, miscalculation becomes more likely. Another destabilizing factor is ambiguity. The Kinzhal occupies a dangerous space between tactical and strategic warfare. It can strike battlefield targets, but it can also threaten infrastructure once considered safely outside immediate conflict zones. This ambiguity complicates deterrence. If a missile can be launched from deep inside Russia and strike almost anywhere in Eastern Europe within minutes, how do you interpret intent? How do you calibrate response? Unclear thresholds are the most dangerous thresholds. And this development doesn't exist in isolation. It fits into a much broader transformation underway inside Russia's military doctrine. Moscow has moved away from slow, centralized operations towards a model built on speed, precision, and sustained pressure. Hypersonic weapons are the centerpiece of that shift. Instead of massed formations and prolonged buildup, Russia is emphasizing rapid strike options that force constant adaptation from the opponent. One missile can achieve effects that once required entire strike packages. That efficiency matters, especially in a prolonged conflict. At the same time, Russia's industrial base has adjusted to sustain this approach. Hypersonic weapons are not treated as rare prestige assets. They are being normalized, integrated, and planned for routine use. That signals confidence not just in the weapon, but in the supply chain behind it. Meanwhile, Western responses remain constrained. Political divisions slow funding, procurement cycles move at peacetime speed. Interceptor concepts exist, but deployment timelines stretch years into the future. And time, once again, is the critical factor. Russia is acting in the present. NATO is planning for the future. Hypersonic weapons exploit that gap mercilessly. Ukraine's role in this evolution cannot be overstated. The conflict has accelerated military innovation on both sides, but Russia's advantage lies in scale and integration. Hypersonic strikes are coordinated with drones, electronic warfare, and conventional missiles, creating layered attack profiles that further overwhelm defenses. This is not brute force. This is system-level warfare. Every successful deployment reinforces a message. Speed beats complexity. Tempo beats technology. Initiative beats reaction. That message is being heard far beyond Ukraine. Western militaries are already adjusting posture. Early warning systems are being recalibrated. Air defense doctrine is under review. Hypersonic interceptors are being fast-tracked. These reactions tell us something important. The threat is being taken seriously. Whether Russia officially confirms a full 3,000-kilometer capability or not almost doesn't matter anymore. Behavior reveals intent, and behavior suggests confidence. The battlefield in Ukraine has become more than a regional conflict. It is a preview of future war, one where distance no longer protects, reaction time disappears, and dominance is measured in minutes. In that future, control of tempo is control of outcomes. If you want to understand these shifts beyond surface-level headlines, if you want analysis that explains not just what is happening, but why it matters, make sure you're subscribed to NeuroIntelE. Because in modern warfare, power no longer belongs to those with the biggest armies. It belongs to those who control time. And right now, time is moving very fast.